Hello everyone and welcome to Recap V. Today we'll be talking about a manhwa called The Bully in Charge. Watch out for spoilers and let us begin. The story starts off with a group of people talking about a project where they will deal with bullies, by bullying, which they are going to call the Project Iljan. Some of the men do not want this, but the chairman is happy to do it. We then see the main character working at a convenience store. As he is working, two high school students come in and they are asking for cigarettes and drinks. When he asks for their ID, they get angry. Outside, the kid tries to scare him but simply gets beaten up by him. As that is happening, some of his friends come in trying to help. But the guy manages to beat them all, and one of the kids recognizes him as Kwon Dae-gun, the former gang leader of Incheon area. The kids then apologize and run away. After this, we see him walking and being approached by the woman from the organization. And then we get a time skip with him going back to high school. Chapter 2 starts off with the woman and him talking about what his job is, and she makes it very clear in a threatening way. The school is a mess with kids walking around the corridors, bullying everywhere, and kids not listening to the teachers, is like an American university. He is presented to his new class and manages to catch the eyes of some girls, which irritates some of the bullies. As he is talking to one of his classmates, another one goes to them, and hits the kid in the head. He tells the class to close their eyes or he will do the same to them, and then starts hitting the kid. Dae-gun isn't closing his eyes and the bully tries to bully him as well. Then he tells him to go and buy some things for him, so Dae-gun asks for the money. The bully gets angry and grabs him by the head, so Dae-gun punches him on the side, and the face, knocking him down. The other guy then tries to fight him but fails as well and gives up before he gets knocked out. The class leader No Man-ho then comes in and we start in chapter 3. The leader of the class tries to act civil and interested as he asks for his name, but as soon as Dae-gun is about to answer, he tries to hit him between the legs, but it was a fake, and punches Dae-gun in the face. We learn that the guy fights dirty. He starts throwing things at Dae-gun and trying to trap him, but then gets knocked out with one punch. We then see the woman checking the school, but we also see a student recognizing her. We then go to Dae-gun lecturing the bullies about what school is and that it isn't for bullying. We go to another class where they see Dae-gun beating No Man-ho on video, and the class leader of this class now wants to fight Dae-gun, as he starts beating on the other kids, calling them punching bags. Chapter 4 starts off with Dae-gun thinking about how he wants to take this opportunity and clear up his embarrassing past. Meanwhile, a girl in his class tries to seduce him, but he doesn't seem to care and wants to learn and focus on what the teacher had written on the board. No Man and his friend are then talking to each other and that the other classes will try to fight Dae-gun as the new class leader. And as soon as he says that, the class leader of class 1 to 2, Kim Myung-jung, comes in, and of course as soon as he sees Dae-gun, he goes after him while he is studying. Dae-gun tries to ignore him till Kim puts his hand on his pen, so Dae-gun grabs his hand and strangles it, making Kim start crying and begging him to let it go. Dae-gun does that and tells him to get away from here. As he starts leaving, he then turns and tries to hit Dae-gun, but he dodges and punches the kid in the face, knocking him out. The next chapter, the group leader of class 1 to 3 comes in, Sangbo. He goes up to Dae-gun and tries to offend him with words and scare him by acting tough, but Dae-gun simply tells him that he has never seen a real strong kid who goes around with a group behind his back. Sangbo smiles and says that they'll meet after school. After he leaves, Man-ho goes up to Dae-gun and tries to warn him about Sangbo, and says that he wants to help him by telling Dae-gun his attack patterns. Dae-gun says he doesn't want to know, and doesn't really seem to care, but Man-ho continues his talk as if Dae-gun is listening. Meanwhile, we see Sangbo using his classmates as punching bags. At the cafeteria, we see Dae-gun getting happy about eating good food from the school since he has only been eating almost expired food from the store. There we also see the other students talking about him and the fights he has won. We are introduced to Gu Sungwa, class leader of 1 to 7, and Kwak Dusik from class 1 to 8. Daegun then asks Manhwa why he is helping him, and he simply explains that he has some bad history with Sangbo. Some kids then move through them and drop some food on theirs. In chapter 6, Daegun stops him and grabs his arm, squeezing it, but then he gets a message from the woman now calling herself the director. He then remembers that she told him to not make too many scenes and that he should behave. He lets go of the guy's arm. He then goes outside and there he sees the kid and grabs him again. After doing this, the guy starts saying that he can't do this and that there are rules in this school, and that he can only touch him if he wins against his class's boss, who is Sangbo. He then takes him to some quiet place and beats him there, and then tells him to call his boss. The kid tells him that he can't do that because Sangbo is hitting his sandbags. Daegun gets confused and then realizes the sandbags are the other kids. When Daegun reaches there, Sangbo is confused at what he is doing there and tells him they will fight after school, but Daegun doesn't care. Instead, after seeing the beat-up kids, he gets angry because it reminds him of the time he was bullied at school, and that another bully helped him. He then beats one of Sangbo's friends because Sangbo said it wouldn't be fair to fight because he is tired by hitting his sandbags. And this is where chapter 6 ends. Hope you all enjoyed the first 6 chapters. Make sure to leave a like, comment on what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe, so you don't miss the other ones. See you all on the next video.